skills. Yeah.
I do this for the family, I might just spell my wheels. I keep it in soul for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier shield. My doing the code is chill. Story treacherous, I effortlessly show skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way, right before the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about
Okay.
it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wall, get wall. Watch Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Alert, alert. Flag,
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Like 80.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Alert, alert. Black and third.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Check 52.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there on the scramble. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Penny will try to punch it in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Start! 180! Mark 37. Right here. That's what I do. 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your...
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Steelers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Seattle.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
14.
Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, Echo. We're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey. Alert.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Agnew now to return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Show that bench release and go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Danny.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, here's Agnew. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Check 24, check 24. Check nickel. Further.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, now, black 20. We own them. We own them. 50. Check 6 guys. Black is first.
On second down, it's Thompson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready? Black 30. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On third down, Thompson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line. What? Move the team. Mike forward. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's go, Abby. Let me know what you got. What you got, Abby? What you got?
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Thompson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on the first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.